Okay, I'm gonna start by just putting some water down around my fish. Try to avoid the fish if possible. If you don't, it's okay. Just doing it very loosely. Gotta kind of work fast because you don't want the water to dry before you apply the paint. So. Okay, so let's let that dry. Koi fish are usually orange and white. I'm going to use some orange and a little bit of blue, I think, like a very light blue. So when you're mixing your colors, you want to make sure you're using dry watercolor paint to begin with. And then you also want to make sure that you're supposed to start with the lightest color and then add the darker color. But it doesn't, for me, I wanted a very dark orange anyway, so I'm okay. But in general, you want to start with the lighter color. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase a little bit of these lines because this one, I don't want those pencil lines to show. Okay, so I'm gonna use that same kind of pale blue. I'm gonna add just a tad bit of black to it to make it a little more blue-gray. And I'm gonna just start by, I'm not gonna do the parts that are gonna be orange. I'm gonna do the part that I want to be like white, or the shadow part of the white, okay? And then I'm just adding water. This is blending, so I'm just adding water and then just blending that edge so that it doesn't have a hard edge to it. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back in with my orange onto like the spots of my koi fish. You can be super loose with this, you guys. I'm giving you a drawing, but definitely make this one your own. Koi fish have spots in all different places on their bodies, so I'm gonna do some layering here too, but right now I'm just doing some wet on dry and wet on wet blending. Okay. All right, so I have a micron pen here, and I'm gonna do just a little bit of detail work with my micron pen. I'm gonna go around my eye. Oh my gosh, it almost looks blue. That's weird. It should be black, but. Leave a little bit of it white of his eye. And I'm just gonna go in and outline him. Now this is like a very graphic style of watercolor. Adding the lines afterwards is a different technique. I tend to like graphic art. So, but it's up to you. If you don't want to outline your fish or your koi fish, you don't have to. And I'm gonna add some details in the fins. You can also do this with a paintbrush if you'd rather. But I find it's easier to control, especially for if you're a beginning artist, it's easier to control with like a micron pen or a Sharpie. And there is no rules about, you know, using a micron pen or a Sharpie. There shouldn't be anyway. It's all art, okay? And illustrations are outlined in marker all the time. So if you want to think about it as an illustration rather than a painting, and that helps you with the whole marker aspect, then that's great. Okay, so I'm going to grab my reference that I had that you guys will also have, just to help me with what the lines look like in the fins. And truly this should be just a really fun, fast, easy painting, and super cute when it's done. You can make it into a greeting card or something like that. Have fun with this one. This video was created by Sabrina Wingren at A Space to Create Art.